On one side, we have a slow performing economy, and on the other, heaps and heaps of debt borrowed by our businesses. And this makes me wonder, a market crash was coming even if there was no virus. The virus has exposed highly leveraged businesses very badly, and this time it is not businesses alone but banks too. Banks in Australia, India, USA, name any country, are either shutting or scaling down. Let me share a personal story with you. We were visiting a business on behalf of a client which was a bank, and I was supposed to conduct some due diligence work on that particular business. When I inquired the reason for borrowing finance from the bank, the CEO of the business told me that he wants to use his company's balance sheet to raise funds, but wants to make a personal investment back in his home country and buy a property which he's going to later rent it out. Now, if you are in this industry, in the banking industry or a related company where you do due diligence work, you would know that when a business borrows money, one of the important preconditions for it to borrow money is that they should be reinvesting the proceeds from that loan in expanding that business. So I decided to make it very much evident in the report that this is going to be a very risky lending, and therefore the bank should not provide finance to this particular business. After a couple of days, I end up getting a call from that particular individual saying that I trusted you with a personal information, and why did you put this into a report? Which means there was someone inside the bank who actually made the contents of that report, which was supposed to be confidential, public to that person, that this is what the analyst has mentioned about you in this report. And this somewhat put me in danger as well. This is how weak are controls in our banks. In July 2019, VG Siddhartha, the founder of one of India's largest coffee chains, Cafe Coffee Day, committed suicide when he could not take additional pressure coming from lenders. In March 2020, B.R. Shetty is on the run due to the legal cases filed against him by creditors. One thing common in both failing businesses was the high debt problem. Coffee Day Enterprises, for example, was valued a little over INR 2000 crores, with borrowing 3 times more than its value, close to 6,500 Indian rupee crores. B.R. Shetty's business had debt mounted to over $6.6 billion, almost 3 times higher than its market value of around $2.4 billion. Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank's exposure is about $981 million, while Dubai Islamic Bank revealed a $541 million of exposure to NMC, risking almost half of its annual profit. Debt has been slowly killing our businesses. As much as lower interest rates is one good chance for businesses to refinance high interest bearing loans, yet it is also important to have returns enough to meet costs. Businesses in 2020 will have to look for survival more than ever. Can banks really help, or will they be heading to the central banks for bailouts? Is this the time for us to rethink our banking strategy? Is this the right time for us to correct irresponsible lending where you have improper due diligence on businesses? Shareholders are kept in the dark. Banks are kept in the dark. Why do salesmen from banks have to walk out with briefcases, approach your businesses and ask you to borrow money? If businesses genuinely need finance, they should be the ones knocking the doors of the bank and pleading them and requesting them for money. Do we really need banks to be processing loans in less than 24 hours? Is 3 years of audited financial statements enough Is a trade license copy really enough? Does it really guarantee that this business will be successful in the future? These are some questions which need to be answered, because maybe this economy, this global economy, cannot afford another banking mishap. And if it happens, then maybe it provides us with an opportunity to rethink our banking strategy. Compound interest on debt is a dangerous beast. It first haunts your profits, kills your businesses, and then puts you in under immense amount of stress. So act quickly and kill debt. So if you've liked this video, don't forget to give this a thumbs up and do subscribe my YouTube channel. The next video is going to be even more interesting than this. And the topic for the next video is, what happens to my money if my bank shuts down? Keep watching Sunlo. Thank you guys. God bless you.